Hi, my name is Michael Otamendi. I made this video to bring to your attention the critical decision looming before us, whether or not the United States should withdraw from Iraq. To answer this question properly, we must first look at the possible results of a wrong decision. The best ways to do that is to look at the results that have already taken place. Who won the Iraq War and who lost? We all know the winners and losers of the Iraq War. The winners are big oil and big arms. Al-Qaeda and Iran have also benefited. Al-Qaeda gains recruits due to the anti-Americanism that is now common among Iraqis. Iran has benefited due to the removal of their enemy, Saddam Hussein. Iraq's current government is now friendly to Iran. The losers are even more obvious: the American people and the Iraqi people. That was the result of a bad decision. Leaving Iraq now would be an even worse one. If we leave Iraq now, the country will plunge into another civil war. Iraq's two main populations, the Sunni Arabs and the Shiites, have become bitter enemies in past years. Once we leave, the hatreds will boil over and all-out war will erupt. The war is sure to draw other countries around Iraq into the fight. Iran already supplies Shiite militias inside Iraq, and the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia has threatened to supply Sunni groups if the USA leaves. The clash between Sunnis and Shiites could result in a disaster similar to the breakup of Yugoslavia in the 1990s. The result of that breakup was genocide of ethnic Bosnians by the Serbian army. The results of a civil war in Iraq could be similar. The result of withdrawal would be a civil war, but who would win the civil war? It's not hard to see the favorite. Muqtada al-Sadr army is by far the strongest militia force in Iraq. It numbers over 60,000 and has nearly 1 million supporters. If an all-out civil war were to break out, the Mahdi army would probably win it. Al-Sadr is an Iran-sympathizing religious fundamentalist. He would be a lot more dangerous to America than Saddam Hussein ever was. Diplomats and generals have warned of a disaster if the United States was to withdraw. The civil war, they say, will be inevitable, and like the invasion, the winners and the losers will be the same. A civil war means more hatred and violence, more recruits for Al-Qaeda. A civil war would herald the rise of Al-Sadr, more good news for Iran. A civil war means higher oil prices, more profits for Exxon, and of course, the civil war means more sorrow and death for the Iraqis. Thomas Jefferson once said, "If our house be on fire, without inquiring where it came from, we must try to extinguish it." The house is on fire, and we know where it came from. Should we leave them to burn?